Hey guys, and welcome back to our Achievement Hunter run. And today I'm gonna start 2 or 3 video series as Denmark with the goal of getting 4 different achievements that are related to them. First of all, brick by brick, where I have to start at Denmark and unite Kalmar Union. Then also Iron Prize, which requires me to conquer a bunch of provinces in England and convert them to Danish. Assembly instructions needed, which requires us to revoke privilegia as Scandinavia, and finally Austin's Company, which requires us to go a bit colonial and get a tea trade company as Denmark. Sounds fun? Let's get it started because we're gonna make it super OP. I will start with picking up rivals, and I want to pick same rivals as Burgundy, so it's gonna be easier to ally them, and definitely England is a perfect choice. So I have a mission to rival them, but besides that, how about we also do Scotland as well as Novgorod? Then let's move to estates. I will definitely take power points from each, and I will not take any other privilege from the nobility, because long term, you see, we're getting 15% from Kalmar Union, and one of our missions requires us to get them down to 40 of influence. So that's gonna be really hard, but I will mainly do it through decreasing the land share. I could go for manpower, and honestly guys, that's too massive amount of manpower to not pick it. Nothing else. From clergy, we'll go and take religious diplomats, as well as just simply high loyalty, while from the burghers we'll take prestige, 1% loans, and that's it. We're gonna rather be not taking that many privileges. Then Seasland, we have another mission that requires us to build up to our first unit on the navy and 12 galleys, so I'm gonna start building 4 of galleys already. Then we gotta pick up our advisors, which are gonna be let's look for something for the military, and then morale of navies, as well as stability cost. You see, we are really close to ally Burgundy, so how about we go ahead and also scornfully insult England, which is gonna give us PP, and it's gonna allow us to ally Burgundy. Besides Burgundy, because we're looking for Burgundian inheritance, I'm also gonna start allying the strongest electors, and this is because we want to become an emperor ASAP, so we start getting the reforms in the empire. So I can easily ally Brandenburg. Oh god guys, should I go for the strong duchies? Let's take a look at this again. Less than 3 privileges granted for the nobility. Yeah, I cannot grant. I wanted to take strong duchies, but yeah. Let's just go ahead and try allying for now to 1 more elector, and Cologne. I prefer elector where I can get a royal marriage, because that's gonna make it easier to ally. Ideally, honestly, Bohemia, so I'm gonna start improving relations with them. So I'm gonna have Bohemia and Brandenburg for now, while for the other electors I'll just improve relations with. You see, these guys are already disloyal. I think I'll revoke it later, but strong duchies are a must-have for us right now to keep these guys loyal, and we're gonna just keep them loyal by sending some loyalists temporarily. And one of my diplomats will start improving relations with Sweden, which I'm gonna speed up by changing my merchant here to give me improved relation bonus. Let's get our stability 1, so the prosperity starts increasing, and remove fort in Lund, because we're planning to keep these guys loyal, no wars. So let me go for the reconquest. Yeah, before I increase my navy size, make this more expensive, I'm gonna already select a doctrine for galley combatability. Just, you know what, make sure to turn off this force, as we gotta save money where it's possible, and since these guys won't be fighting anyone, I'm just gonna get them to drill, because I still have to pay for them. The Kalmar Union will cease to exist should Sweden or Norway ever break free and win their independence war against us. That would mean we would lose our Kalmar Union government form, but that's not gonna happen. Since we want the electors to vote for us ASAP, I'm actually gonna change my advisor here for diplomatic reputation, so we're gonna stack a bit of it. The galleys are done. Now I need also a bit bigger army. How about a free company? It's 80,000. Yeah, I could also recruit one of this, but they actually cost more. If I cancel them, I'll be able to retake them in a second, right? I hope so. Let's just take them click the mission and cancel them immediately. Unless I will get rid of these guys to save a bit more money. And I'm on the limit now, yeah? Expand the military's claims on Livonia, Estonia and Kuronia. So the provinces here. How about their alliances? Livonian orders are to both Riga and Teutonic Order, and Riga is allied to Poland, and of course they are in the trade league of Zlewikk. So if we want claims on Novgorod, we have to go after Livonian Order ASAP, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna also just use these guys, you know, to see stuff for us, you know, and changing CAF into like 4,000 CAF into 8,000 of free company, but that's a good error. Saved us 3 ducats of balance. That's at least the difference that I've seen before and after. Maybe, you know, the savings weren't that big. And of course, guys, please do remember to leave a subscription on the channel to get notified about all of the future content, because I know that half of you are not subscribing yet. Actually, if I embargo England, I should be able to get another mission. Economy, embargo, that's also just more PP. Yeah, there it goes. Rival England is shipbuilding times ship cost, so I should have clicked that before I build galleys. That's a learning for you guys if you try this campaign. Taking Gotland is yet another mission. Here in 1446 we take Gotland, which is the fate of the Eric Griff and a perma claim on Lübeck. Let's take a look on that. We either get stability for banishing him, or we let Gotland leave as our subject. No, let's just pick stability, so I do not have to increase that manually. Now I can freely ally. They really rivaled Brandenburg now. And I've got royal match with them already. It's a waste of a slot. Let me ally Mainz instead, or maybe we should go for monarchies. Like Palatinate. And Saxony is rival to Brandenburg, so not. Yeah, let's try Cologne instead. We'll be on the relations limit then. Now I can go ahead and declare war on Livon Order. It's gonna be a bit of enemies, but it's fine. And since they are rivals with Novgorod, I'm surely gonna get access for Novgorod to get there. I'm getting that access for Novgorod to keep Novgorod a bit later. Getting good relations with Norway, while having them loyal, is gonna give us Crown of the Norway mission, which is a choice. Either Denmark gets equal crowns until Norway is no longer under a personal vas, which is decrease national tax modifier, but increase nobility influence. And Norway is gonna get some cool bonuses with additional tax, prestige, and lower liberty desire. I can keep status quo, which is just diplo points. I can degrade Norway into a Danish province instead. So Denmark gets degradation of the Norwegian crown until Norway is no longer under personal vas, giving us the following events: a lot of manpower recovery speed and sailors recovery speed, as well as max sailors, 25% goods progress modifier, and lower nobility influence. I'm gonna remove Norway's historical friend and add them as a rival. So it's gonna make it harder for me to keep them loyal, but in exchange I'm gonna get a lot of the school bonuses. I think that's what I'm gonna pursue, and even with that they are still loyal. Yeah, that helped us increase the income to 12.5 already and repair recovery speed to 300. Sweden carried the war a bit by occupying provinces of Teutonic Order, so I'm gonna take a bit of money from them. And same, Riga is about to get pissed out soon. I just need to standard the capital first. Novgorod is ready defending from Muscovy, so we really have to piece this war out ASAP. You see, Sweden is coming back home, so I'm gonna just give Narva to their occupation. So they're gonna, ooh, nice, I love that event. So they're gonna get rid of Black Flag soon, and maybe even wipe Livon Order. Yes, this is happening. Can I just first piece out Riga? Thank you, let's go, and maybe we'll make sure that I think that's gonna be wiped without my help. Just look at this beauty. Thank you so much, Sweden. Now, I have to get the capital and car precision rest, and we've got the peace deal we want to have. I'm already almost having 2 electors vote for us, which is a very important thing when it comes to votes from electors, is that you need high diplomatic reputation, you need high legitimacy, and you need high prestige, and I'm especially trying to pick up and increase our prestige now. For Livon Order, I'm going for full annexation. This is not a huge amount of AE. Oh, they rejected because there's still a battle. But yeah, there it is. I will say it is a decent amount of AE, but I think it's enough to... At least I'm gonna occupy this too from Novgorod. I'm just really thinking, let me just click this. We conquer Estonia, makes the culture accepted. Eastern province gets Estonian integration for local goods price modifier. And of course perma claims on Novgorod. To get this, I'll need a province from Muscovy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep these provinces in our hands. Just make sure to concentrate development. This is gonna be a bit cheaper to core. Yeah, decrease it once. There's also more prestige. And let me go ahead and declare Novgorod immediately. Oh, and we just become a great power. Probably number 8. Oh god, guys, I forgot that I can divert trade from Holstein, which is gonna increase my trade share in Zlewikk from 18%, probably like 20, 21, 24, oh god. Another thing, when you play Denmark, that's the first thing you do, okay? That's a bit more of income. I also get in my capital state, protect trade, state edict. So we're gonna get from 25% to 28. You see I have a mission here to get to 30%. That's why I'm gonna temporarily also use an edict here. Yep, 30% easily, even better economy. And that is for 30 years. Trade efficiency 20%. Global trade power, trade string enables a decision which will trigger a trade conflict war between Denmark and the owners of Stralsund, Stettin, Lübeck, Hamburg and Bremen. And I'll be a defender in these wars. You see, Moscow peaced out, and at least they did not take this to key provinces, so that's really good news for us. I'm gonna just go ahead and deal with the others. I'm taking permaclays for myself, and the other provinces here are going to Sweden, which is gonna make them more loyal, at least in the short term, because long term they might just be having too much of development, but this is fine. You see, nobody cares. Borders are also fine. Yeah, that makes them loyal. It's actually 2%. So the Crown of Sweden, I think, is the same decision as we had for Norway, except you see here I'm gonna lose goods plus modifier, not stacks. This again, admin mana, not diplo points. While here, actually, it's different bonuses that we would get: construction cost, trade efficiency, land maintenance, and goods. I'm so sorry, but I have to pick this, and they are almost loyal. Of course, I'm paying for the loyalist, but in the end, it's absolutely worth for us. Let me just go ahead and def their provinces once to keep them loyal. I actually can make them loyal even easier by getting our crown to 20. That's why I will def ourselves a few times with diplo points. Let's first make burghers loyal. Take a mission that requires me to develop. Cannot change the state edict. Def twice with this and once with this. A more diplo point. I know the trade route is not the best. Now if that's 15, I can take this. I can seize land. And these guys are loyal. Barely, but I'll be improving relations. The dream of freedom. Wait. They will lose 50 liberty desire now. And what? Lose or gain liberty desire? So they lose liberty desire now, but until 1511 they will also have a flat plus 50%. So this minus 50 will just be dropping over time, but this plus 50 is gonna hurt. Ay. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'll definitely have to build up a bigger army over time. At least I'm getting events for prestige. So, yeah, I'm fighting for my second vote. Long term I also need to build some favors on Sweden and change these favors into trust to get it to 100, but yeah, actually it did increase already a bit. I think it might be because I gave them some provinces, but you see, it's 45 of liberty desire. Once I get just a bit more of trust, it's just 5 trust, it's down to 43. It's gonna be rather easy to get a golden era. I just need to get 5 trade centers and a bit more of concentrating land to get capital to 30. And that's why I'm gonna, you know, slowly over time improve our trade centers to level 2. This is the second one. Let me start annexing Holstein, which is gonna take just a year. It's gonna decrease relations for everything in nature. It's gonna make it hard to become an emperor just for now. And yeah, So I need diplomatic reputation. So I should take this nobility integration policy, but it's also highly partisan the subjects. Oh boy. Let's take it. Now it's time to get the Provo-Hanseatic trade conflict. So I need to embargo Zlewikk. They would like to be our ally. Embargo Hamburg and embargo Bremen. And now when I take the decision Provo-Hanseatic trade conflict, I'll get declared by all of these guys. Oh, see, now I'm in a defensive war against all of them. So Burgundy and my allies in the HR are gonna carry this war for me. Now simply blockading their ports is gonna give me prestige, which I need to try becoming emperor. Mercantilism, 4 years of trade income, and also paramount trade power in Rhineland and Saxony. I think I'm gonna wait with clicking this, because I'm gonna piece out every single of these wars to take over trade power of these nations. So 4 years worth of trade income is gonna be even higher. Burgundy, a noble from the von Wittelsbach family with a strong claim, becomes an heir at Burgundy. Take that from Habsburgs. With Holstein annexed, I should get integrate Holstein mission, which is... I did not have to pick this. Another tip, guys, read missions before you play, because I would lose the next subjects modifier. I did not have to take the goddamn privilege that is useless in this case. Let me also start building a flagship, which is gonna be a heavy ship with more cannons, trade power and morale. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my money on improving the trade centers, especially ones in the Zlewikk node. And you see now I miss one more to start the golden age. Danish subject loyalty! Yeah, I have to get this. Let's improve Revel, or even, not even never. Yeah, I have to develop Revel twice. And once I get money next month, because I'm making a lot of money now, I can take this. You see I have, look, 47 trade power in Zlewikk, 33 in Baltic Sea, 17 in Novgorod. We are just, you know, this trade power that we took over in Zlewikk helps a lot. But yeah, let me just go ahead and start our golden era. I can also pick our first guarantee form, and since we want to revoke the noble privileges and get the mission that I was mentioning, I'll go for the tax beta this time. It's giving me more money, but also less of their influence. Thanks to alliance with Bohemia, I can take the European stage, which is 10 favors and trust with every ally that's having over 90 development in Europe. So I think that's pretty much Bohemia and Burgundy. That's also some prestige, and what is not being converted to PowerPoints. You see Gotland has local witch hunt event. I could remove it for admin mana. Could get some peasants there, nobles there, or just increase autonomy. Honestly, I don't care. And even if I decrease autonomy, there will be still no unrest. There's no time to waste. How about we kick some ass of Muscovy? Let's just go for the conquest of Novgorod. And I'm obviously gonna use my subjects to help siege them down. The Scandinavian constitution is gonna decrease my relations with Sweden, but I'm gonna get 350 power points. That's just lovely. And don't worry, I'm in a second gonna get 800 splendor in next 2 months, which is pretty desire one. Now we can play, guys. Now we can play. Can I even cancel this? At last. From Moscow, I'm taking all of the perma claims that I'm having, as well as 600 ducats. AE is just fine. The borders keep improving. And why can I not click this? I need a fort in Neva. That's good that I took some money from Moscow, so I'm gonna use it to build the force there. My ruler just died. The one is much better. And it's actually even better news, because this mission is gonna increase this ruler's stats by 1. Each of them by 1. And he's 16 years old. Building up our navy, is all the requirements, gives me perma claims on England, which I'm planning using very soon. Especially that they don't have manpower. Christian first and the Danish people. Improving relations with a bunch of nations. It's also a cheaper advisor for the military, which helps with better mana generation. Just so you know, I'm already a number 4 great power, just a few development below the Ottomans. It's time to embrace the institution, which allows me to get back in time with the technologies. I'll take the middle one, I'll take the admin one, which unlocks as the first idea group. That is gonna be, as we discussed, diplomatic. I need diplomatic reputation. Relations will be also obvious. Obviously also there is province war score cost and lower impact on stability from diplomatic actions. Immediately Burgundy asked to share the institution with them. Surely give me more money. And now I'll go and take my troops and try landing in England. They are fighting here with Ormond, so I should have enough time to get my whole army there. They have no manpower, 19,000 troops and only take 4. Why? I just took take 5. Let's take a look. We've got 6 heavy ships ready for that war. They have 37 ships in total. I think we should be totally fine, especially that I will call a couple of other nations, especially Burgundy, that might help a bit. Let's go for the conquest of Hull and land immediately on maybe Hull itself. Bohemia would like to also join. Sure, please come in. Oh, I've got their fleet by an accident. This is a trade ship fleet. So see, we're just destroying them. Even, yeah, this, like, richly destroyed. Not a single troop was alive from this battle. I'll land here, occupy that province and get the rest of my army into Hull in a second. Let's see how strong... Oh, what is this mission? Eliminate Novgorod. Ah yeah, for building a fort in Neva. I'm getting trade power in Novgorod, Kazan, Kiev, and I said improvement to our ruler, so he's 564 right now. That's the mana generation I was fighting for. And at the same time I can go ahead and clear up a couple of forts. This one is definitely not needed, and I think Reval also not anymore. Yeah, let's look at the army quality of England. So they've got... what is morale? Oh boy, yeah. We're just simply destroying them. They have a lot of CAF, which is still pretty strong until tech 6, but not strong enough. I think I'm gonna follow them right now up south and wipe their troops immediately. Well, maybe not in this battle. Yeah, they recover their morale, but maybe in the next one if they do not run away outside of Northumberland. First bonus in Danish ideas that we're unlocking is not only diplomatic cost, but more importantly, liberty desire in the same continent of the subject, so Sweden is even more loyal now. Starting England, I'm taking all of these provinces because these are the provinces required for the achievement as well as max money. And just a reminder, the achievement requires me to take these provinces, but also change the culture there to Danish. So first we'll have to get rid of separatism, but yeah, it's so fine, we're not rushing it anywhere. And having footholds in the English Channel is definitely gonna be helpful. That gives me invade North England mission, which is perma-claims whole England. So it's in general gonna be much cheaper to core, except I don't have range for some of these provinces. But we also cancelled the nobility integration policy that is increasing liberty desire in my subjects. I don't know, guys, I'm aiming to keep their influence low. Byzantine refugees, my lovely event, 10% tech cost for the cost of 80 mana. And reminder, 10% tech cost is 60 flat mana for every technology you take, and this is for 30 years. Why I already have 4 electors voting for me, taking diplomatic reputation for papacy is gonna make this effective and stronger. I just don't know when the Swedish Dream of Independence event change is gonna end. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. I don't know how, guys, our air falls ill, but actually that air was really bad. So how about we click this and let him leave? Okay, he died. That's good news. I did not have to waste prestige to get rid of him. I wasn't happy for long. 1 for 1 is much worse. Oh boy. And I do need prestige for the guys to vote for me, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna regain it. Oh yeah. Still 3 guys voting for us. My truces with the nations Zlewikk are about to end, so I'm gonna lose the trade power from them as well, so we can expect this drop from 60% to a bit lower. But what we can expect to increase is our diplomatic reputation, which means you can see these guys are much more likely to vote on us because we stacked how much? This on the level like 5 already? 5.5. Discount of the Swedish nobility. 25 liberties. I think this is part of the event chain that we just discussed, but they're still loyal. The brewing revolution of Sweden. So I either deal with like 100k rebels, or I gain stability and lose mill points, and the blood buff of Stockholm happens. Let me check that event. Okay, so that's gonna reduce relations by 100. That's gonna increase the liberty desire. I think I'm fine with smashing these rebels. There's gonna be plenty of them, but I simply have enough resources to handle this fine. Now that's a bit better air. Kind of total stats. Only one military. I have to review this. The Predator War of Sweden. Finally, the Swedes accept our rules, so they're gonna get another 60,000 of rebels, but they're gonna lose 100 liberty desire and they're gonna become a historical friend. Let's just not click it yet, as I'm in the middle of dealing with these rebels. Oh yeah, and now I think I can click it. The nobles of Sweden. So my ruler is gonna get 2 military points. Oh, so he's gonna be 566. Please do. And ratifying the Camel Union requires him to get more legitimacy, more stability, and no rebels. Oh god, that is so easy. To make it even better, he became strict at 26 years old. I will also unlock coastal defenses now, as the mission Expand the Sandstones requires me to get trade buildings and coastal defense buildings in these provinces. And that technology is just simply unlocking coastal defenses. So let me start building this in a few provinces. Bohemia just declared on... Oh yeah, on Austria. Because, oh boy! Ottoman Congress of Bessarabia. Polish Congress of Tigina. Bohemian Congress of Opennens. With stability boosted to 3, it did cost us a lot. I can ratify the Kalmar Union, which is gonna give me a level 2 center of trade in Lund. Center of trade in Austrians will be increased by 1 to maximum level of 2, and I think I already have it on 2, so I'm gonna get nothing. And there's the event itself, which is gonna abolish the Kalmar Union government form. That was, for example, giving us a lot of nobility influence. And instead I'm gonna get unified Kalmar monarchy, which is giving us junior partners receive the bonuses of March, manpower, sailors, etc. And I'm also getting multiple relations, max absolutism, years of personal unions integrations -40, so I can integrate them right away, and decreased nobility influence. So now if you take a look, my nobility influence, did it update already? But yeah, in any case it's just 35%, and I can take a decision, proclaim the title of Archking, which simply changes the title of our ruler to Archking. And you see now the next step will be to integrate Norway and integrate Sweden. And I did stack a lot of integration cost bonuses, so I think this is gonna be pretty cheap. Since I'm hitting points cap on the military, it's time for some deving. And I'm just gonna dev a bit of our mill points to increase our crownland, which is our definitely long-term goal. Oh yeah, the actual influence is 15. So I think I can really go ahead and take the supremacy of the crown to just make the other estates a bit more loyal. You know, cancelling these privileges won't be an issue for us. Oh, Air Force Hill, second time. I actually have nothing against that. And I've got even worse guy, yeah. God damn it. I'll keep trying, guys. This guy is young enough for me to find a better heir. Let's take a look now at in peacetime. This is only gonna take 7 years. First of all, because I can do it 10 a month. And second of all, the cost is only 800. Since I just want to boost my merchandise just one more time for a mission, I'm not gonna start annexing Sweden yet. Just cancel it. How about Norway? Norway would take only 4 years. Yeah, I'll definitely go back to this privilege that makes the annexation a bit cheaper. It's gonna be annexed automatically once I get rid of subjects. Look, Stella! It was so worth wasting so much of prestige. Or was it? Since when Lux Stella can be 116, 614? Yeah, this is 11. This is 10. Let's go for 6. seem better, because I'll be annexing both of these two guys. Let me go for Diplo Focus. And unfortunately, this guy cannot be promoted to level 3. But yeah, here it goes. Promote mercantilism. Expand the Sandstone mission is gonna give me 8 of development. And this couple of provinces are gonna trigger modifier Sandstone protection, which is gonna give to each of these provinces local trade power, hostile fleet attrition, possible number of buildings, and cost to promote mercantilism 5% for real. So to control the channel, I need to have 30% trade power, and 50% of my trade needs to come from trade. It's 43% right now. We're really close. Well, the question is, will sending these guys to English Channel make it enough? I don't think so. I don't. This 30%. Well, yeah, this did not increase the percentage of trade power made from here. How about we send these guys to English Channel instead of Saxony? Then it's not gonna be 30% because I'm not collecting my main node. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's 18%, that's 44%. Yeah, let's for now not do it. I will do it after the next war with England. In the meantime, I can take tier 3 guarantee form, which is gonna be... I'm thinking about this for state maintenance and some tax meta. Or just reform progress. Let me go for reform progress. When we start annexing Sweden, which is, yeah, only 7 years. And in the middle of annexing Sweden, I'm gonna also start annexing Norway. I'm just not having enough of Diplo points generation to do both at the same time for the whole period. To make it even better, Austrian ruler finally died. So we became a Holy Roman Emperor with pretty much everyone voting for us except here. Now we'll have a couple of goals. First of all, ideally we have to get rid of the guys that are controlling empire provinces while not being an empire. One is controlled by Poland, one is controlled by Venice, and then it's a bit of Savoy and mainly Burgundy. But Burgundy, I'll get rid of them for the inheritance. We just need Charles to die. He's already 42 years old. But let's take a look. Could we, for example, attack... Shouldn't we get CB on Venice? Imperial ban. What's the difference between Imperial ban and Imperial campaign? Ah, this is for the co-return. I'll just go for this, call my allies in, and we'll be fixing non-HRE guys holding these provinces. First of all, Venice. I don't think Savoy is doable, but definitely Poland. And while fighting with Poland, I could even take Riga. You know, thanks to this, our maximum power is 125,000, while first limit 73. Normal player would bear this, but I'm not a bearer, guys. Our 556 roll died. I don't know what, he was like 30? One advantage coming from this is that we got 10 Imperial outrating, okay? So that's something. But it is really bad. Our mana generation is utterly destroyed, so it will be fine. No birding, guys. We could bird if we play this. Oh yeah, let me also make sure that I join the Empire, which is a risk, because if I lose Emperorship, I'll be a duchy, but let's be clear, I'm not gonna lose it. Let me add all of the provinces to Empire. Did adding myself to Empire gave us out of Imperial authority? It looks like. Because we've received like 30 each of it. If I knew, I would wait for the next reform to make a full advantage, because now we've wasted like pretty much 20 of Imperial authority. Of course, the peace deal with Venice, only taking this one province. It goes to us, but I will simply go ahead and... Why can't I really strength here? I mean, this is gonna be fine. I might use that province for my future movements. But yeah, this is weird, I cannot really strength. Let's just go ahead and take the second reform, which is giving to us directly diplomatic reputation. So it's even easier to keep the votes. Plus, it's gonna be faster to annex Sweden. but also all of the Empire provinces will receive reduced unrest. Next one is gonna be super important because it's gonna give me casus belli on non-members bordering the Empire to force them to join the Empire. So this ends in September 81. How about I start annexing Norway? This would end in February 82. Not sure we have enough points to annex two at the same time. 7. Yeah, I think we should have enough points because I'm be losing 8 a month. Time for Tech 7 admin, which unlocks you to unlock second idea group. And I honestly don't know what to pick. Third is for sure exploration to continue our mission tree and some of the achievements. But second? Oh god, that's a tough choice. Maybe admin, maybe something I don't need anything military. Religions could be of use. You know what? I'll just go for admin for the co-creation cost. Sweden is the first one to get annexed. Look at these borders, and it gives us integrate Sweden mission. That's it removes annexed subjects modifier if present. And I'm also gonna get infantry compatibility for 50 years. And I think I'm gonna lose the modifiers for Sweden that I had before. Because we just make sure and state all of these provinces. Hopefully I'll have enough of capacity for this. I'll definitely also go ahead and decrease autonomy manually over there. It is fine to have a bit of rebels, but I want to have a full use of these terrains. And actually I'll not be really having many of rebels in most of these provinces because of our national unrest modifiers. There goes annexation of Norway. Look at these borders. That's also a mission. Integrate Norway. Yeah, I'm gonna lose all of these cool modifiers, which is unfortunate, but yeah, in exchange I'm gonna receive national sailors, sailors level cover speed, and marines force limit for 50 years. And finally, United Scandinavia is giving us what? 100 legitimacy, 100 prestige, and at the end of the game also max absolutism, and to form Scandinavia I no longer need admin tech 20. So if you take a look here, you'll see I just need to be at peace to form Scandinavia in 1482. First, we have to beat England. Perfection, guys. At last, Charles died. He was like almost 50, and the Burgundian succession just happened, which means that first of all, they annexed the personal unions, and second of all, they became my own personal union. Now I've got also an incident for choice. So we either keep our nation with Burgundy, which might end up in a war with France. We give each province in the French region to France, or every province owned by Burgundy, either Dutch, Flemish, or Frisian, will be released as princess of the HRE, and I think I'm gonna go for the first choice because we simply want to use our imperial authority and keep them as our subject. And it helps with imperial authority also a lot because only 6 provinces are left that are in the hands of non-HRE members with that change. Yes, the electors voted as we decided, so we're at 7 imperial authority. Now let's see if France will want to declare war on us. You're very welcome to try doing so, but I doubt it's gonna be successful. With annexation of Norway, I got the achievement that is called... was it called? Brick by brick. Starting as Denmark and the common union monarchy government reform on the entire Scandinavian region as your course. Well, yeah, let me just take the next diplo idea and take a bunch of provinces from England. Actually, I'll take Calais. No, it's occupied by... No, I don't want to give it to Burgundy. And take all of these provinces. You see, the borders are kept perfect. And that's Conquer England mission, which is gonna give me until the end of the game yearly legitimacy and monthly splendor. But I'm also able to move my capital to Middlesex, gain English and accepted culture, and if it's accepted, gain 100 diplo points, which I think I already accepted, so I'm gonna get this. Or alternatively, some development in Sealand. I want to move my capital here. Did it move my main node as well? Yes, it did. 34%. Not bad, not bad. And we still have... I have to send merchant to Lübeck as well. Let me just send it here instead of Baltic Sea. And anyway, before that, let me just go ahead and form Scandinavia. Oh, Kalmar Scandinavia, look at this color. Oh, yes. And here's just Kalmar Union. Yes, please, for the new ideas. Just take a look. Discipline, goods price modifier, construction cost, possible buildings, admin efficiency, possible policies, trade efficiency, more of navies, cav cost, cav fire, infantry compatibility, max absolutism, max manpower. You see I'm also a bit over my gav capacity, that's why I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of it from clergy and start coring these provinces. Yeah, now we have 53% trade panel Zlewikk and 62% in the English channel. Perfection, and I think we are in a very good state to continue for the other 3 achievements we are aiming for this campaign, but this is gonna be definitely it for the first episode. I think forming Kalmar Union by 1484 is really good. I'm proud of myself, and especially if we take a look at players map mode, this is just beautiful. We have to continue taking the reforms here and killing reformation if it happens. But for today, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, remember to leave a like, it helps reaching more people, and subscribe to the channel to get notified about episodes 2 and maybe even 3 of this series. Bye!